Hi guys, welcome to another Buzzin walkabout here on Buzzin Pattaya, and today I'm at the beginning Dolphin Roundabout of Nakluea, and I'm going to head up and have a wander around the Nakluea area where basically like the bars and the restaurants are. There's not a lot going on, to be totally honest with you, but I've been asked to cover this area, so I thought, well, I'll come up and just show you what's going on around here, and we'll have a little chat. I've also want to discuss an email I got from a guy called Bill, and he sent me in his thoughts as to what he thinks the future of the Walking Street area will be and why. And to be fair, actually, he's got a few good points, I've got to say. So I just want to discuss that with you whilst I wander around. And like I said, if I spin around now, you'll see, here we are, there's Terminal 21 behind me. And fingers crossed now as we walk around, hopefully we'll see a few more restaurants open, because yesterday they gave the okay to allow people to dine in and restaurants to stay open until 11 p.m. because we dropped from being a dark red zone to a red zone. So hopefully in the not too distant future we can change that and we can become an orange zone. And who knows, maybe the bars and that will be allowed to reopen in the not too distant future, who knows. So anyway, so that's where I am. So I'm down here, and it's a beautiful hot day. We've had a lot of storms recently, but it's still hot, and I'm going to head up the Nakluea area and show you what's going on around there. All right guys, so let's go. All right, so okay, so here we are. Just to give you a bearing, so we're at the beginning here, Dolphin Roundabout, there you can see, and from the Pattaya city centre to get to this area on a BART bus you're talking about no more than 100 baht really, and if you get on the BART bus it's 10 baht, and if you get a motorbike taxi it's say about 100 baht. But you'll still see there's still a lot of places that are closed, and of course some of the restaurants, you know, they've got the tough decision now. Do they reopen and try and cover the cost of the staff, the chef, the electricity, and I'm guessing if they reopen then they're going to have some rent due. Will there be enough trade in order to justify it staying open? And it's a good point, because it was only recently that Colin made it quite clear, and he's at Retop's Game On, that he needs to earn 7,000 to 8,000 baht a day just to stay open on deliveries only. And that's a huge ask, you know, that's over 200,000 baht a month just from locals. And his margins, I would imagine, are fairly decent, because he's serving European food, which is notoriously slightly more expensive. But anyway, so that gives you an idea about the bars now, or sorry, the restaurants now that are, well, they've got that decision to make. Okay, so Bill said in an email to me that this is his thoughts about why he feels Walking Street in particular and the future of Pattaya is going to change. And so what he was saying was, and to be fair, he does make some good points here, that the Bangkok elite, they want their beach town back, and particularly for those with families. And you know, if you think about it, if you're in Bangkok and you want to go out for the weekend, you want to go to the beach, I mean, realistically, you've got obviously Pattaya, or you can go down to Hua Hin, or maybe across to Rayong. And when you look at those options, obviously Hua Hin's still a bit of a trek, to be fair, and Rayong, you're going to go past Pattaya to get to Rayong in many ways. So if they was to come to Pattaya with their families, and remember we're talking about the Bangkok elite, well obviously they want to see it cleaned up. And it's a valid point, especially if they're the guys that have got the influence to have this happen. Now just incidentally, here's a big beer bar complex that back in the day used to be good fun. And if you headed up this road and you went to the top there was 2 or 3 how do we call them, interesting masseuses that were available. And one thing I just want to show you while I've got this angle is look at this building opposite. I have absolutely no idea what that is, if I'm being truthful, but whatever it is, it looks pretty impressive. So the Bangkok elite, they want to reclaim Pattaya as being a family-friendly destination. So if that's the case, what Bill's suggesting is that the government need to tier 4 separate levels of entertainment. And the first level is the ability to offer special venues. So places like country clubs, sports clubs, private members clubs. Now, if you go to Indian by Nature in Jomtien, and the name escapes me now, so I apologise, but there is a private members club, a smokers lounge, or cigar lounge, whatever you call it, above Indian by Nature in Jomtien, which is right next to Fraser's. So I understand it's a very posh place. I've not been in it. And I mean, again, sorry to interrupt you, but look at this. Here. That's another big development. I mean, look at these bad boys. Oh look, he's pulled that across now. It's a secret. I hate to tell you, mate, but look, if I look above, it's not really hiding it, is it? Anyway, and there's that beast I was showing you a minute ago over there. Look at that. Really is quite big. I don't know what that is, whether it's a hotel or a mall, I don't know. What do you reckon that is, guys? Do you know what it is? I haven't got a clue. And I'm the one telling you guys. All right, so, yeah, so these private members clubs, I mean, and even the possibility of a casino. And yes, I know we've had this discussion 100 times that it will or it won't happen, that it will go to Ballyhigh Pier area, but again, it kind of contradicts what I've always said, because if you was to allow a casino, I would say it had to be pretty much almost mandatory that they didn't allow ties in. And I'll tell you the reason why, is because historically, they're not very good at gambling. Buddy cup. And hello darling, sawadee cup. So yeah, so they're not the best at gambling. And they get themselves in all kinds of trouble, to be fair. You know, it's very common for these money launderers to lend the money at incredible, unbelievable rates of interest. And here we go, let's just spin up there and have a look at this. There we go. Nice. Whatever it is, it's nice. And here you go. If this city is doomed, as they say, why in the world are they spending billions of baht on these kind of buildings? But yeah, going back to the gambling, unfortunately, you know, Thais are pretty awful at gambling, to be honest. And these money lenders come in and, just heartache when you see what happens. And incidentally, there's a few restaurants now that are open, so clearly they're prepared to run the risk and see if they can cover their overheads, which is brilliant. Fair play and good luck to them. So yeah, so special venues. Will there be a change in sports clubs, country clubs? Will there be more private members clubs? These kind of things. The next thing is in Walking Street, it's nice to have all the nightclubs. Insomnia, 808, Candy Shop, iBar, Marine, Lucifer's, you know, they are prominently in place. They are very popular. And here you go, look at this beer bar complex, look. Again, back in the day, this used to be so busy. And this is called the VIP Centre Bar. And as you can see, sadly, it's the VIP Nobody Bar. So yeah, back to Walking Street. So of course, you've got all of these nightclubs. And honestly, nightclubs, they're an attraction, aren't they? You know, you go to London or New York, or wherever you go, you know, you always want to find a nightclub because it's just part and package of going somewhere. So the nightclubs fit in very well. And if anything, they will bring in a lot of customers. Let's have a look at the rate exchange today. Look at that, there you go. GBP, US dollar 31.25, Euro 37.9, the GBP, the pound 44, Aussie dollar, there you go. So we are moving in the right direction, which is great. So yeah, so Bill's saying that all the nightclubs will stay in Walking Street and that they will be kept and added as an attraction, which in fairness, you know, especially if you think about freelancers, if you're into the mongering scene, well then that's an ideal opportunity for you to go in there and do your thing. So that falls into place. Now the next thing is, we were talking about massage parlors. Now again, you know, if you think about a massage parlor, it's a double-edged sword, for the simple fact being that from the outside looking in, it ticks all the VIP elite boxes in terms of, well, there's nothing shady about that. And obviously from our point of view, we know going in, there are opportunities that you can take the massage another step forward. So it's a win-win, or as we say, winner winner, chicken dinner. But it's a win-win situation because cosmetically it looks good, and the practicality when you go in is good as well, because obviously, as we all know, the word's happy ending. But again, you know, if you look at it, it ticks a lot of boxes. You know, country clubs and private members clubs, lots of nightclubs. Then you've got these lovely massage parlors ticking all the boxes. And the last thing that Bill said was the ability for freelancing. In other words, that they can go around, visit different venues, maybe the nightclubs we've been speaking about, coffee shops. They can use social media to integrate with you, and they can start their networking that way. So when you look at all of that, you know, it does all fall into place for the government to achieve what they've been threatening for so long of this global reset. They're now in that position. But here's the interesting thing, and this is the thing I like about Bill's email. It's as he said at the end, note, there is no go-go's and no beer bars in that main tourist area. Now, if you think about it, should they carry out this threat, should they move them all, well, everything seems to fall into place. I don't know, guys, what do you think? What are your thoughts? You know, do you think this global reset will happen? Do you think that that's what will be the change, that there'll be more private clubs, more nightclubs? Is there ever going to be a casino here? Who knows? The massage parlors, maybe there'll be more massages in Walking Street, and the girls will work freelance rather than a go-go route. And you know, I was talking to Greg from Heaven Above the other day. Yesterday we did part 1 of his interview. Part 2 will be coming out on Friday. And he also made the decision to move away from the Walking Street area into Soy Boomerang in Soy Bacau. And as he said, he did that because he didn't want to be pressured with all the rents, with the key money that was due, and the way things were changing. And that he felt that Tree Town, LK Metro, Soy Bacau, Soy Boomerang would be the new go-to areas. And I've got to say, I absolutely support what he's saying. I think he's very, very accurate in his estimations about what's going to happen. Okay, so now this is Soy 27. If you was to head up there, there are a few bars. Not a great deal, but there are a few bars. And that also cuts you through. When you get to the end, turn right, and that will take you back to Pattaya City. So I won't head too far up. What I'm going to do now is cross over, and let's head back down. Now watch your traffic. Yeah, see, look at that, beautiful, isn't it? Midday and hardly any traffic, as I'm about to get run over. All right. So there we go. That was an email. I just wanted to discuss it with you because I thought he makes some valid points. You know, if that is the route that we're going to follow, then it makes sense. You know, people like Greg that have moved over to Soy Boomerang and to LK and to Tree Town, people like that, they're not going to up sticks and do all that moving for no reason. Okay, so we're going to head back down now. I mean, look in the distance at that huge building they're building. And I really have no idea what it is. But what I do want to show with you, if and when the bars do reopen, I want to show you this bar here. Look just down there. that building there, the Blue Marlin. It's owned by a friend of mine called Michael. Him and his wife, absolutely lovely people. Good bar, there's girls, etc. in there. It's not a pushy environment, a great crack. And if you go further down where that motorbike is now, on the right hand side is also a little beer complex, where if you go in there, you'll find a bar called TJ's. And that's a ladyboy bar. But it's good fun, it's all good fun. All right, so let's head down, head back, and let's see the last few places I want to show you before we wrap up. And I really don't know what that building is. And I'm sure some of you are sitting there going, come on Trevor, it's obvious, it's blah, blah, blah. But I've not heard of it. I mean, I don't normally come up here, to be honest. I used to have a really good friend of mine called Tony and his son Taylor. They used to live over this way, so I used to come and visit them quite a lot. But unfortunately, he went back to England for the right reasons, and I don't come up here. One bar that I do know that has got a good reputation, I've drunk in a few times, is this one here on the right called the Drum and Monkey. That used to be a good place. Clearly it's not open, obviously, but that used to be well respected. So, yeah, not a lot going on up here really, if I'm being honest. Ryan's Sports Bar. I don't know if you guys have been in there. I mean, if you do come to Nakluea, where are some go-to areas, guys? Where are places that we should be hitting up if we come up to Nakluea? I don't know whether these big beer bar complexes will reopen. I don't know what they're going to do with those. And I suppose, I mean, again, when you think about, like we're talking about Walking Street, you know, if they do move them, maybe this kind of area will tick a lot of boxes. Maybe those beer bar complexes will be taken up by people that have vacated the Walking Street area. I don't know. I mean, we say Soy Bacau and LK Metro, but there's only a limited amount of space here. So I suppose once that's been filled, where will be the next area? Can't imagine for the love of God it will be the dark side. Oh, look at this, look, here's durian. You know, this is durian. What do you have? Now, who eats durian? Oh, hello, Mark. Oh, hello, it's your hello, Mark.
Very good Thailand.
Oh, gin to wang gadai, my like hub. So, who eats durian? Or have you been, does your missus eat durian? Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. It's expensive at the moment because it's just come into season. It is expensive. It does smell, I'm not going to lie, but it's got a really weird taste. I can't explain it to you, and a really weird texture. It's very smooth and creamy, and yeah, personally, I love it. I really do, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so we are nearly getting back down to where my motorbike is. Now, before you ask, the bonus is yes, I know where the motorbike is today. It does help not being leathered. Now, the good thing is, let me just show you here, I don't want to get these people on camera, but this restaurant here, there you go, look, there's people in there dining, which is brilliant, fantastic. The Tavern Restaurant, how good is that? You know, it's an incredible mountain we've got to climb, not just here, but around the world. And you know, as with every climb, it's one step at a time. But I have to say, I really hope we bounce back. And I hope that we bounce back sooner rather than later. Obviously, we're in the hands, as is everybody, of the powers that be. But it's nice to see people dining in, coming out, you know, it is boring staying in all the time. I'm quite lucky, I don't mind it. But in fairness, it is pretty boring. All right, so I think we'll head down just to the left over here, and then we'll wrap up and call it a day. Whew, it's hot. See, I'm saying it's hot now. Look at this. Look at that clouds above me there. It's going to ping it down with rain soon, in true Thai style. All right. The other day, God, really, really bad rain, really bad. And as always, you know, it's the comedy show, isn't it? Because then it pings it down with rain, and then before you know it, all the roads are rivers. And those health and safety execs, there you go. There you are. Is that a health and safety hazard? If you were working in that, would you be in hot water if you left that on the floor. I have to say, it does amaze me at times. You know, you look at look at this mess. Let's look at it. And you know, someone trips over, breaks their arm. Well, you should have looked where you're going. And if you're a foreigner, well, it's your fault because you're in Thailand. and the funniest thing is, you think I'm joking. And I'm still intrigued. What is that place? Look at it. I just don't know what it is. It looks more like a shopping mall than a hotel. I don't know. Answers on a postcard. What do you think that building is? If you know, can you please drop a comment? Because I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. All right. Oh yeah, sorry, my bike's up there. So that's it. I know where we're going now. All right, guys. So I think that's pretty much it. Beep beep. Tuk tuk. No, thank you. Oh hello. I'm on my motorcycle though. Damn. See, every cloud has a silver lining, and you can still see. Look, all these piles of cable everywhere, just thrown on the floor. And there's absolutely no cordoning off, no health and safety. I can imagine some of you guys that are involved in health and safety watching this video thinking, my Lord. But yeah, there you go. And I can't even get, I'm looking at this building, I can't even get a sign or anything to tell you what it is. The Savannah's a massage area, I know that much. Grand Centre Point. All right, hang on 1 second. Let's see if we can find out, shall we? Pick up. I need your right up. Oh, wrong name, chamo, wrong name. Oh, wrong name. Oh, okay. Oh, dài mạc. Come on. Tonight. Oh, mang gan chamo. Oh, xong go. Okay, come on. Oh, well, there you go. Right. So this is called the Grand Centre Point, and it's a hotel. In Thai, wrong name is hotel. Look at that. That looks like a beast. Wow. All right, so there you go. Now we know. And incidentally, if you think about, oh, I can't show you now. Damn. But the Grand Centre, there's two. There's one just over here. Oh, there you go. See behind that tree? That huge tall building, that's the Grand Centre as well. So they're building two. Well, not building, that one's finished, but they've got two now. So again, you know, why would you build a multi-billion baht building like that unless you can see people coming back? Does make you think. All right, guys, so my motorbike's over there, happy days. So what we'll do is, I'll tell you what, let's go with this beer bar comment and we'll wrap up because it is hot today. Oh. Come on, let's go. Let me face iPad. Fucking hell. Just looks at you. She's indicating right and turns left. And you wonder why I tell you guys don't use a motorbike out here. Unbelievable. All right, so let's just, can I have a drink please, darling? Yes, please, yeah, thanks. Hello? Anybody here? I guess not. All right. Right, let's just turn it around. Whew. Damn, it's hot. So there you go, guys. That's the walk around Nakluea. Not really a lot happening, to be fair. And I want to say thank you, Bill, for sending in the email. I enjoyed that. I thought it was good. And guys, please drop your comments below. What do you think about Bill's assumptions? You know, is it the elite wanting to claim their city back? You know, what do you think? And will this be the way forward? What we discussed and described earlier? Who knows? All right, guys, so that's it for me today. As always, please remember to hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Please check out our members area. There's more and more members joining each and every day, which is fantastic. And as places start to open, I will go out and negotiate some discounts for you. And guys, join our Telegram group. There's lots and lots of people, like-minded people just like yourselves, that are all in there. Oh my Lord, it's kicking off over there. It's all falling down. There's lots of like-minded people just like you guys, all having a great chat and sharing lots of interesting things and stories, etc., and photos. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you very much. Oh God, what's happening? The heat's getting to me. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in another video very soon. Wherever you are in the world, guys, please stay safe.